Oh, yep. Yes, we got him. We got him. This is good. This is a good barra. On the big hard body. The other thing we're going to be worried about here is we've got a small net and there's a lot of sharks. Oh, yes. Alright, so we're finally out. We had a bit of a later start today, which is not bad, not bad. It's pretty cold at the moment. I think we had 19 degrees coming up here. So, the water's very dirty. Very dirty. So that's going to change what we're throwing today. Current Master Special, 95. So, might give him a go. Alright, morning everyone. So we're out. A little bit of rain around today, and a little bit of boat troubles. So just got my boat serviced. Can't get past halfway throttle. So I'm sitting at like 6 knots. If I lean forward, it'll go up to like 10. Feels like it's physically hitting it. So it took us a little bit to get up here today. Got the tides wrong, which is weird. It's meant to be running out in an hour and a half, but I've rocked up and we're probably an hour into the run out. So that's going to change our game plan a little bit. We've got a big prawn rigged up. As you've seen, I've just thrown on a gold lure because the water is brown. But we're just going to fish a heap of snags, work our way up, chase this falling tide, hopefully get some jacks, hopefully get some cod. It was 19 degrees this morning and the water temp's 24, so she's a bit cold. But, you know, it's only the start of the day, so let's get into it. Let's see how we go. So as you've seen, first up, we have got I think it's a Daiwa Current Master. It's just like a mid-ish to deep diver. We've got very high water at the moment. You guys probably can't tell, but I can tell. This is very high compared to what it normally is. So we're opting to fish shallow. It's also very dirty. So yeah, there's heaps of stuff swimming by, which is always a good thing. We got the new, well, it's not new for me, but it might be new for you guys, the old baits reel. So we're gonna see how that goes. Straight off the bat, there's a lot of fish around. I'm scanning lots and lots of fish. That's a good sign. There's plenty of fish around. So this lure is a rattler. Don't normally fish rattlers, but today we'll make an exception, because look at this water. She's filthy. So the idea is we just want to make a bit of noise. Let's check that drag. Drag's pretty reasonable. Look at all this stuff around here. There is just fish everywhere. There's also a bit of rain, so yeah, it's just a great day all round, eh? So I've got the tide wrong and we've got lovely conditions, but that's okay. And we're going to try and fish, yeah, this lure, just because I've had him for a little while. I haven't thrown him too much. Like, he's probably the first time he's ever been thrown on the channel. I've caught a barra on, I think it could have been this one, and I might have caught a jack up north on it, but yeah, I don't have many gold lures because I don't normally get water this color. So I said we're going to see how we go with it. And then we got the big prawn for if this doesn't do any good. Ooh. Lovely, lovely rain. So we just got to cover everything up. I hope everyone's going pretty good. Hope everyone's been sort of getting out and getting in, having a few fishes. So much bait in there. Actually, how does this, is this rattle? I think it's a rattler. Yeah, it's a real tight rattle. Doesn't dive super deep. Like normally I'd be throwing the samaki up here, but we got a high tide at the moment. As you can see, the water's like pushing all up into those flats. So generally, the fish will be following it up, especially with, you know, how brown this water is. It's like lovely. Some sharks going by and all sorts of stuff. You'll love to see it. So this lure has a real tight shimmy action. I normally prefer a bit more of a deeper dive and like a wobble, but so we don't really have any other golds. There's heaps of sticks, like you can see all the sticks in there. That's the sort of stuff I'm aiming for. So that's like in there. Just try and get it in there. Try and make a bit of noise and commotion. Hope something's home. Hope something wants to eat. That's just a bit of rinse and repeat. Got a nice little stick here. See if there's anything in this one. So just trying to give it like these rapid little sort of rip and pauses, really. Because the fish might not be able to see it. Like you can see there, well I can see it anyway, it's got that sort of, I call it more of a shimmy than a wobble. I'd say it's a shimmy. People would probably say it's a wobble, but I do agree to disagree. We've got it's meant to be a southeaster, but that is a westerly rolling in over my shoulder. So I don't know what's going on there. Don't know if that really matters today. So almost I have picked one of the worst days to go fishing, it almost looks like. The colour of this water, which is just foul. You know, let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, what have we got? Oh, good jack. Really good jack. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh yeah, big boy too. There you go. First jack on it. See how he's traveling. Yeah, he's alright, he's just sitting down there. Water is filthy. So all in here, which you can see is just log. It's actually another fish sitting directly right of the boat. I have actually caught jacks here before, when it was raining ironically too. So there's sort of like two trees that meet and they form a big point. And I have yeah, caught jacks on this one before. It's a while ago now, close to a year ago I reckon. But it was belting down rain, for those of you who watch a lot of my videos. Yeah, just in there. So he didn't hit very hard, he didn't do too much, but he was very fat. So I'm guessing these fish have just been sort of like gorging themselves on all this bait as it's come down with all this fresh. So as a result, they tend not to want to do too much. But we're just checking, was there anything else with him that wants to play? Probably not. It's rare you get multiple jacks off the same stick. It's doable, but it's just rare, especially down here. Up north, absolutely, but down here, they don't want to play the same. Done it a few times up north now where you'll hit a tree, you'll catch one fish, and then you'll hit a different part of the tree and you can catch another, and you go, oh, isn't this easy? But yeah, when you come down here, not really. There's still stuff in there though. There's a couple of things just getting around. One of them was right at the base of that tree. The other one was sort of like in the fork. So like in here seemed to be something. But seeing fish and catching fish, like I said, is often two very different things. That could just be big mullet, probably a bass. But yeah, we're running 40 or 50 pound leader today, just because I got a trip coming up north and I didn't really want to have to re-rig just for today to go away up north. So we kind of just went, that'll do. But with my jerk baiting, I only like to go a little bit further and then the water just sort of deepens out and the banks all change, and that's when we like to go to a deep plastic. So that's not a bad start. We misjudged the tide. We stuffed it up by about an hour and a half, and yeah, I was hoping to get the last of the run out. That was my goal. Oh, sorry, the last of the run in. And we were gonna go hit a different spot first up and then start up here for the run out. But yeah, we rocked up and I was ginning around with the boat and I was trying to figure out why I couldn't accelerate, and I was texting my mates and I was looking at my drift and I'm going, oh no, the tide's running out. So we did 6 knots for a very long way to get here, but that's okay. It's part of the journey. Drag's probably a touch too tight actually. That's all right. See how he's looking? Oh, stacks of water, so he's good. So I like to just chuck him in there for a while. Like, it all depends on how hot it is. If it's really hot, get him in, get the tagging gear, get him out. Days like this where it's quite cool, we got 20 degrees outside and 25 now water. So it did come up slightly. It has come up slightly. It's 24 before, so. Directly right of the boat, roughly around that point. There was some stuff in there, about there. So that's what the benefit is, like that. That's all, well, that is fish sitting on the structure, but that is the structure I'm looking for. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I felt the hit. Oh, there we go, another one. I felt the hit, but I thought we were on the tree. Well, there you go. He's only just got it. We might lose him here. He's only just pinned. But there we go, number 2. So that's a good example of, we went past it. You know, you see me fishing it. And then we just pinged right in there. We could see all those little white dots. Alright guys, so I'll run you through them. The first guy is not happy at all. He was coming at 45, so he's actually a decent one for this system, especially this far up, but that is sick. That is sick. Big paddle tail on him, big grumpy boy too. Gorgeous fish, gorgeous. And then the other one, which is the smaller one, he came in at 36. So 38 to 42 is very common for in here. Get a lot of them that size. Especially the techniques I'm using, the style I'm using, but it's, you know, to be expected. Still got to tag them, get the photos, but I'll show you the lure one more time. Bit of a close up, which always is good. You can see on this side, you'll see the scratch on the head. I can go. They annihilated that. So that's just on the GMS custom rod. My mate Guy made it. It's actually at Tackle World Launch now. If you just want to go see him, hit him up, make you a rod. And I've got it on the Salty 150. So they're over from America. They've just started importing them, but I say started, but it's going to be a while now. They've been out for a while now, but I think that's the first video with them. Yeah, real stoked with that. Just cast in, twitch it down, dirty water. They jump on, but let's tag them, let's grab the photos and let them go. There's the old big boy. Just give him a quick swing. Off he goes. And the slightly smaller boy. Sweet, so the plan is I'm going to pick up the big prawn, then we're going to fish the rest of the way and see how we go. Alright, so we've opted for the black and gold Z-Man swimmers. So this thing should, we're on a 3/8 now, so this will get down to the bottom. Look, we gave that prawn about an hour and a half and it just was not producing, so we're going to go to this. This will make more commotion under the water. That paddle tail will just be kicking along. So we'll figure out is we'll figure out if we'll get some bites then. Yeah, the big prawn just wasn't, so we got the 2 hits but nothing, didn't land anything, so yeah. So there's a bit too much current here to be working the jerkbait, plus the depth is not ideal. That's why we're kind of doing what we're doing. Is that a, man, that looked just like a barra, hey, right back there. It was a big one if it was. That's a big barra in there. There's actually a few of them. So, we're roughly just here. It's like 3 or 4 of them. They're real close to me. Oh my God. I lost it. I lost it. Far out. Oh. Man. Far out. Well, that hurts. That really hurts. So we drifted by, us flicking the big prawn, nothing happened. Switched over the big paddle tail, went across, there's a little rock bar there. Sounded, I reckon, 4 barra just sitting there. I thought, well, flicked that in a few times, had no luck. I was like, we'll just chuck in that jerk bait, and right against the tree, not even when I sounded, he grabbed it. I reckon he was probably 70, maybe 80. As you've seen, he just took off, jumped, threw the hooks, and that's it. So after he did that, there was only one sitting there, so probably spooked a lot of them. Not happy, not happy. Happy but unhappy. So we're going to keep chasing this run out upriver. We're sounding the odd one here and there moving through, but you've seen the colour of the water, so I'm not too surprised. So we'll just keep persisting and hopefully we can catch something else. Let's get back into it. All right, we're gonna loop round. We're gonna head back and see if we can get one of those fish. We've probably got about 2 hours before the low, so I'm hopeful they might still be sitting there in that rock bar. Had a bit of a break and hopefully we can get one. Yeah, for how the day was looking and nothing lining up, it just goes to show you that we had a crap tide at like 1/2 meter to I think 0.75 of a swing, which is just dead nothing. We've had stacks of rain, stacks of fresh. We got like a 20-knot southeaster. Water temps 24, 25, and air temp was 19 this morning. So yeah, nothing at all was looking good. So any questions as usual, drop it down below. Let me know what you think. You want to see more stuff like this, and yeah, we'll keep going. All right, so we've done a run back. We sounded the barra back here, but plan is we're just going to go along and go for a sounding run and just see if there's any sitting along here, and if there is, we're going to try and catch them. We did the run up further, we didn't do any good, so let's come back and let's just see if we can really finish the day on a better high than I would be about to finish it on. Because hooking a 70 to 80 centimeter bass is quite the achievement for me. It's not something I do a lot of. A lot of people will know that. Landing them is even harder for me. So yeah, that's our plan. So we're just going to do a bit of a sounding run and see how we go. A little bit tricky. And that one to tell for sure. That's definitely one there. So he's hard in that section. That's definitely one. He's a big one too. Like a small one right here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 or 5 of them just here. Probably hard to make out on the GoPro, but it's a lot better on the screen. Oh, he's a big one right there. That's a big one. It's right in there. So that's roughly, I think this is where I hooked that other one before. So I'll try and grab a screenshot of it. So, I think this is actually where we were this morning. Pretty sure this is where we were sitting this morning. I think it was sitting all around those trees. So they're still here. It's just whether or not they will bite is the fun part of it all. From my experience, no. Finding them and getting a bite is often very, very different things. But the current's less than it was this morning, which should help us. So we're trying to get side on, right? Trying to get side on to where I think he would be. Just about there. Alright, so we are going all out now. We have got a big hollow belly with the under chin lock weight, and I don't have my right rod to be throwing this, but this is barra suitable gear. So let's see if this can get a bite. It's a big 5-inch plastic now. Just really slow. I'm going to cast in and we're just going to wind her out. This thing's got a big thumping tail to it. So I'm hopeful should get a spot. So we're changing lures again. Now we have a big 120mm barra diver. So we just keep going bigger and bigger, really. But we can ditch the raincoat again. Just cop that shower. I've only been sitting here for probably 15 minutes. So there's a few of them there. There's 2 or 3 big ones and a couple of littlies. So pretty keen on persisting here, just to see what the options are. Might as well fish it till the turn of the tide. Oh, yep, yes, we got him, This is good, this is a good barra on the big hard body. The other thing we've got to be worried about here is we've got a small net and there's a lot of sharks. Oh yes, smile says it all. Knew it was worth coming back here, knew it was worth it. Oh, he's a good size. He's only just pinned. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh! Oh! I'll tell you what, I'm dead set glad that I decided to turn around and come back to where that first fish jumped off. So, grab him out and I'll show you. There you go. He has come in at 66, 67. Big old bucket mouth. So, we don't normally get him down our way. So it's just super cool to see. Still got to tag him and let him go, but checked out my lure. He actually nearly ripped a treble out, which is nuts because this is a heavy duty lure, and right there it has stripped it. So that's all that came on. So that got a guy, oh, there's a guy up in Rockhampton, I think. Yeah, it's literally a barra lure. That's the first barra I've caught on one, and it's the second time I've ever thrown it. So it's just a jerkbait day. Like, yeah, I'm stoked. I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't expect it. Like, you know, missed that fish. I was pretty devastated. Went up, we kept fishing, nothing else happened. I thought, that's what I kind of ended it. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna come down here and just grind it out, not catch anything and be happy with it, that I even hooked one. But yeah, come down here, and that is maybe my 5th lure change. We've done a 5-inch plastic, done a 4-inch plastic, I've done the 80mm jerkbait, done the big prawn, and then there you go. All it took was a big deep diver, slowly winding, and whack, he was on. Whew, short of breath, just short of breath. But we're gonna tag this fella, we're gonna let him go. We've still got about another hour before this run out finishes, so let's hope we can get another one. If not, it's been an absolute blast, and I hope you've enjoyed it, because I've really enjoyed coming out fishing today. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just don't know. But yeah, any comments, anything like that, leave a like, leave a whatever. So back he goes. Shouldn't take too much and he'll be on his way. And boom, bar. So I think we know what we're going to throw for the rest of the afternoon. This old duck. So hopefully that doesn't come loose, but turn the Garmin back on, flicked it off just so we could connect our sound, connect our Wi-Fi to it. Sorry, our camera.